Welcome to my video showing how I overhauled the toilet tank on my toilet. It was kind of working funky for a while, and then it was not working well at all, wasn't refilling, and I decided just to gut it and replace it. So what you're seeing here is me taking it all apart. I just ran out to greet the UPS lady and edited the video here because it was a long pause. But along the way, you're going to see me running out to get tools, coming back, working with them, deciding it's not the right tool. You'll see a lot of that, me running back and forth. I have never fixed a whole toilet like this before. I was not even aware that the back part of the toilet came off. I just really had no clue. This particular brand of toilet repair kit referred me to a video which I looked at, and it helped me get an overview of how to do it. The purpose of this video is not to show you how to do it, but just to show you that I did it. So I used a GoPro camera for this, and I set it up on the hyperlapse mode and just let it do its thing. A lot of tools. Like, it brought up a ton of tools. I had to keep running down to the garage and getting tools. Once I got the whole thing off, it was pretty easy. I just wish I had paid closer attention to what I'm doing here. At this point, I had to go out to the shed to get my largest wrench. I have a pipe wrench I keep down in the shed for various reasons. So I went down there to get it. You can see it's really big. All this stuff is supposed to be finger tightened, but apparently whoever put it together has stronger fingers than me, and I was not able to untighten anything without a tool. So I don't know what else to say about this, although I do want to mention that the toilet was acting kind of funky over time. I use those bleach tablets in the tank, which they tell you not to do because it screws up the inside, and I knew that eventually I'd have to do this. So this was not a surprise. It did last, oh gosh, I guess about 7 years. The toilet's been in here. It's brand new with construction. This little back part, I was not understanding how to do it. I wish I had taken a picture before I did it. I'm trying to use an old part right now, and it's got to have this metal plate, which was not in the instructions. The toilet in the picture in the instructions did not have that metal plate. And then I got it on, but the screws that I had set up there, they were not aligned properly. So then I had to take it off and fix that, loosen it all up. I mean, it was just kind of a pain in the butt. But I got it all done. It's interesting when you watch the time lapse. As I tighten down both sides, you see how the sides come down. I go from one side to the other, back and forth. And you can see one side of the tank come down, and then I go to the other side, and you can see that side go down. And that's something you only see in the time lapse. The trick is not to over tighten it, because if you do, you can crack the porcelain or whatever the heck it's made out of. So I just went back and forth and got it so that it wasn't wobbly. You can't really see it in this, but I was shaking the tank periodically to see how loose it was. And that's that. And then after that, it was like, how high do I make this thing? I was supposed to mark it with a pencil on the inside, and I didn't. And so I just kind of, winged it. And then I've got this other part here. This is the part that fills it. The part that's in there already is the part that has the flapper on it, that when you flush the toilet, it brings the flapper up and makes the water go in. And then the other part that I'm working on now is the filler. That attaches to the water supply down below. And again, there was a bunch of parts left over that I tried to use new parts whenever I could, but didn't necessarily succeed in that. Sometimes I had to use old parts. This thing here, makes a big loop, and that's not right. So then I had to go out and fetch a scissor, bring that back, cut it off a little bit, and get it all set. And now I'm hooking the water back up. The thing right by my chin there is a bidet control. I bought an aftermarket bidet for this toilet. It's actually pretty cool. I cannot remember the name of it offhand, but I was able to install that myself. That's a real easy thing. Just feeds off the water line. So now in the video, what I'm trying to do here is take off the little bar for the handle to try to change the length of the chain, and I wound up I went down to get a tool to do this and didn't really help. And I wound up just making some adjustments to the chain length because it was getting stuck underneath the flapper. And that's it. I'm done. And now I'm going to move the piece of furniture that goes over the toilet. When I designed the bathroom, I forgot about a medicine cabinet because, of course, this is the first house I ever built myself. And so I had to buy this little cabinet thing that's got a door on it, and I use that as my medicine chest. I'm cleaning up the floor there because once I get this in place, it's hard, and that's it.